There is a kind of power that never announces itself. It doesn't argue. It doesn't beg. It doesn't explain itself to everyone in the room. It moves quietly, calmly, and with total self-command. Stoic philosophy teaches that the most dangerous person is not the loudest one, but the one who cannot be pushed, provoked, or manipulated. The person who masters themselves becomes impossible to control. Most people live reactively. They move when emotions pull them. They speak when ego is triggered. They chase approval without realizing it, but a Stoic life is different. It is built on silence, restraint, and inner discipline. And those who live this way develop habits that make them immune to pressure, fear, and control. One silent habit is emotional restraint. This does not mean suppressing feelings or pretending they don't exist. It means refusing to let emotions take the steering wheel. Marcus Aurelius warned that when emotions rule the mind, reason disappears. The uncontrollable person is easy to manipulate because their reactions are predictable. But the Stoic pauses. They observe. They respond instead of reacting. Silence becomes armor. When others expect anger, they find calm. When others seek drama, they meet indifference. And that confuses anyone trying to control them. Another habit is selective attention. Most people give their focus away for free. They react to gossip, criticism, trends, and noise. The Stoic guards attention like a scarce resource. If something does not improve character, strengthen discipline, or sharpen the mind, it is ignored. Control only works when someone can hijack your focus. Once you choose where your attention goes, manipulation loses its grip. You stop dancing to other people's emotions. You stop living on borrowed priorities. There is also the habit of comfort with solitude. People who fear being alone are easy to control. They tolerate disrespect just to avoid loneliness. Stoics train themselves to be at peace with their own company. In silence, they grow. In solitude, they think clearly. This independence removes desperation. And desperation is what manipulators feed on when you do not need constant validation. No one can threaten you with abandonment. Another quiet habit is disciplined speech. Stoics speak less, but with purpose. They do not explain themselves to people who are committed to misunderstanding them. They do not argue with fools or compete in ego battles. Words are used carefully. Silence is often chosen instead. This makes them unpredictable. Control depends on emotional leaks. When someone cannot read you, they cannot steer you. Stoics also develop radical responsibility. They do not blame circumstances, people, or fate for their inner state. Everything within their control is owned fully. Thoughts, actions, responses, effort. This mindset destroys victimhood. And a person who refuses to see themselves as a victim cannot be controlled by fear or guilt. They know that no one can damage their character without permission. Another habit is delayed gratification. The uncontrollable person is patient. They do not chase instant pleasure. They can say no to temptation. They can wait without frustration. This patience is dangerous in a world built on impulse. Advertising, peer pressure, and social comparison lose power over someone who is not in a rush. Stoics understand that mastery is built slowly, quietly, and without applause. Finally, there is acceptance of what cannot be controlled. This is the paradox. By releasing the need to control everything, the Stoic becomes impossible to control. They accept loss. They accept change. They accept uncertainty. And because fear of loss no longer rules them, threats stop working. When someone cannot be intimidated by outcomes, they move freely. Stoicism is not about becoming cold or distant. It is about becoming unshakable. Silent habits shape silent strength. And silent strength attracts respect without demanding it. If this philosophy resonates with you, if you want more content that sharpens the mind and strengthens inner discipline, subscribe to this channel. More Stoic wisdom is coming, and each video is designed to help you master yourself in a noisy world. Stay calm, stay disciplined, and remember, the strongest power is the one no one sees coming. Stoic power also shows itself in how a person handles disrespect. Most people feel an immediate urge to defend their image. They argue, explain, justify, and chase validation. The Stoic does none of this. Not because they are weak, but because they understand something most people never learn. Your worth does not increase when others approve of you, and it does not decrease when they misunderstand you. Silence in the face of disrespect is not surrender. It is dominance over the ego. When someone cannot bait you into self-defense, they lose leverage over you. Another quiet strength is internal standards. Controlled people live by external metrics. Likes, praise, titles, approval. Stoics live by internal rules. Did I act with virtue? Did I stay disciplined? Did I remain honest with myself? When your compass is internal, society cannot steer you. Trends lose meaning. Pressure dissolves. You stop bending to fit expectations that were never designed for your growth. And once that happens, control becomes impossible. Stoics also master the habit of saying no without guilt. They do not over-explain. They do not apologize for having boundaries. They understand that every yes is a trade, and many trades are not worth the cost. Manipulation thrives where boundaries are weak. Calm refusal shuts it down instantly. No anger, no drama, just clarity. A person who respects their limits cannot be drained. There is also the habit of mental rehearsal. Stoics regularly imagine loss, failure, rejection, and discomfort. Not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. When hardship finally arrives, it feels familiar. Fear weakens because the mind has already been there. Control depends on surprise and emotional shock. Preparation removes both. A person who has accepted worst-case outcomes cannot be cornered. Another overlooked habit is slow decision-making. The world pushes urgency. Decide now, react now, choose quickly. Stoics resist this pressure. They slow down. They gather information. They let emotions settle before acting. This patience frustrates manipulators. Pressure tactics fail when someone refuses to rush. Calm timing becomes a shield. Stoics also detach from outcomes. They commit fully to effort but release obsession with results. This creates a strange kind of freedom. When success does not inflate the ego and failure does not destroy identity, fear disappears. And without fear, control collapses. You cannot threaten someone who is already at peace with uncertainty. A Stoic understands that power begins inside, not in dominance over others, but in sovereignty over the self. This is why their habits are quiet. Loud power invites resistance. Silent power removes the need for conflict entirely. If you're still watching, it means this message speaks to something inside you. This channel is built for thinkers, not noise chasers. If you want more Stoic philosophy, discipline, and mental strength, subscribe now. Every video is designed to help you become unmovable in a world that constantly tries to pull you off center. The goal is not to control others. The goal is to become so grounded that no one can control you.